And welcome back, Crypto Hulk. Oh, yep, got a good one all lined up. Let me adjust my camera. There you go. Got a good one lined up for you. Let me get into some of the topics. Let's let's start with the Russian one. Oh man, I've got a lot of good news lined up, but I have to choose which one first. We got to go with this Russian. Russian. We've got to talk about the Russian one because this could set off a black swan. This one is no joke. There's that one. Let's see who was the first person to show up. It was Stephen Morris. Then Crypto Greek, Hulk's Casting Couch, Mr. OG, XRP Poncherello. Let's see. I'm just going through the comments real quick. The Watcher, been a member for 8 months. 2024 Crypto Explosion by Jove membership. Yeah. What does he say? Keep up the great deep dives. Hulk, moon time is imminent. Also, what are the 2 exchanges outside of the US? You can go to changenow.io. These are a little tricky to buy from. And then coins.ph. Go to those 2, right? Share. Yes. All right. Let us start. Robert Gizio, the non-late fee, but definitely the Island Fund. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. Now let's looky here. I just sent you a tab. It's from futurism.com. Here's the name, or actually, here's the title. Here we go. Listen to this one. Russia warns of potential military strike on SpaceX satellites. Oh, man. This could bring a black swan, couldn't it? Yeah. Like Russia shooting at America in through space. A legitimate target for retaliatory measures, including military ones. Oh man, this is about to get really interesting. Russia has accused the United States of using commercial satellite operators for its intelligence efforts, and it's threatening to take military action in response. The news comes days after Reuters is a news company. Reuters released a report earlier this month detailing a classified contract that SpaceX signed with a U.S. intelligence agency to launch hundreds of spy satellites. Now, what I find interesting, you know what? I see all this liberal media, the communist media, all over Elon Musk about bad stuff over and over and over. And then they find this, right? Classified document. But they couldn't find that Hunter Biden screwing prostitutes and doing drugs and all. They couldn't find any of that. They couldn't find that Hunter Biden brought cocaine into the White House. They can't talk about that. They can't talk about all the 29 shell companies that our President Biden has to hide money. They can't talk about that. they can sure as hell find something against Elon Musk. Wow, unbelievable. So Reuters released a report and they showed a classified contract that SpaceX signed with a US intelligence agency. And they're going to launch hundreds of spy satellites. Boy, the news media can sure find that. Isn't that something? Wow. The news media can sure find that, but we see nothing of all the illegals pouring across the border and all the child, you know what, kind of sex and you know what, kind of trafficking. They can find all, can't show you anything on that, can they? Nope, nope, nope. Can't do that. We are aware of Washington's efforts, the Russian says, to attract the private sector to serve its military space ambitions. Foreign Ministry spokesman Maria Zakharova told reporters, as quoted by Reuters, these systems become a legitimate target for retaliatory measures, including military ones. Military X. Inside sources say Reuters that SpaceX was working on a massive constellation of spy satellites under its military-focused business unit called Starshield. The Elon Musk-led company signed a $1.8 billion contract with National Reconnaissance Office in 2021, as the Wall Street Journal reported last month. The development highlights SpaceX deepening ties with the United States military, as well as the Pentagon's reliance on the private sector to gain a tactical advantage in orbit. World powers, including the United States, Russia, and China, have been racing to develop space-based weapon systems that can take out adversary satellites. You know what's interesting to me? Number one, if I'm a newspaper, if I'm a news agency, I wouldn't report this because it's about national defense, isn't it? Now, if I was a communist news organization like Reuters, then I would let this hit the mainstream news. You know, all the news agencies, they bury articles on how Hunter Biden sees underage, I'm not going to say prostitutes. They bury those stories. They bury all kinds of stories that regard our national security if it relates to the Bidens. But they sure won't bury it when it has to do with Elon Musk. Very interesting. Now, Russia and China. They both own half of everything in their country, including their own news agencies. Russia and China own half their public satellite companies. I don't see the problem, but all of a sudden now, Russia has to talk all kinds of shit because, America's using private whatever. Okay, so what? What's the big fucking problem? Russia does the same thing. Guess what? China does the same thing. Oh. You know what they're really hurt about? Because they're butt hurt. Russia is butt hurt. Oh, whoa, we can't come up with anything as good as America, so let's try to cry like a little bitch on the news media. Woo, 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 woo. Hi, I'm Russian. I'm crying like a little bitch. That's what's going on. Russia, quit being a little bitch, all right? Just because your stupid fucking government can't come up with this shit. Let's move on. The consequences of war in Earth's orbit could prove disastrous. Oh, it will be for the wrong country that fucks with America. Earlier this year, German military officials warned that nuclear-powered anti-satellite space weapons Russia is said to be developing. Oh, really? See, so Russia's bitching that America has superior satellites while Russia's working on nuclear satellites to shoot us down. Oh, fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. and Reuters is going to publish an article like this. They're a disastrous news organization. Somebody needs to take them out of the picture. Russia is said to be developing. Russia is said to be developing could wipe out all satellites in its range, not just America or Russian ones. According to Reuters, I've had enough of this Reuters. A SpaceX-powered spy constellation could give the U.S. military a leg up. Why would Reuters want to publish an article like this unless they're a communist news organization that's trying to hurt America? Reuters is trying to hurt America. Just thought I'd put that out there. Now, they can do our government can investigate Donald Trump all kinds of ways and this and that and sue him for $350 million. Why can't they do that to Reuters? Can't they find some? They can sure find everything on Trump. Oh, every week there's something new. They sure can't find it with Reuters, can they? Our government. No, no, no. If it hurts America, oh, let's publish that. If it hurts communist news organizations like Reuters, oh, we can't find any thing on that. Sorry, United States Attorney, we can't sue Reuters this week. We have nothing. We sure got everything on Trump, boy. It don't matter what. We'll make it up and we got it. Okay, I see how it goes. The relationship between SpaceX and the U.S. military has been strained by the use of Starlink satellite technology in Ukraine. Musk has been accused of sabotaging the besieged country's military by cutting off its forces from Starlink internet. Okay. Now, there's that article talking about Starlink or Twitter and a three-letter agency. Let me show you what I got here. Let's go back to a show that Crypto Hulk did. I want you to go to the 24-second mark. I just sent something to you. I want you to go to the 24-second mark. Okay, now that you're there, what are we looking at? It's called Ripple Labs. This is a web page that Ripple had, about 10 years ago. And it's called Meet the Team, is this particular thing. What we have here is a list of Ripple partners. One of them is the three-letter spy agency called National, not going to say Security, not going to say Agency. And if we let this thing play a little bit, right at the 26-second mark, you'll see the word Twitter is right there too. Twitter is within 1 inch of the N, not going to say S, not going to say A. Twitter's right there. Now, I didn't say Elon Musk was right there. I said Twitter is right there, okay? Not too far from the spy agency. As a meet the team, right? So, now I think we see how close. Oh, look, NASA. The Space Administration is right there with Ripple from day one. Oh, look, the Federal Reserve is right there from day one. My. What a coincidence, huh? My girlfriend makes ICBMs for a living. Awesome. Let's see. Eric Goldsmith. Thank you much, Eric, for that donation there, buddy. Hunter Biden dropped a bag at the White House. Right? And they sure can't figure that out, can they? No, no, no. Thai Elephants Like Bananas Fund Interesting. Thank you very much for that, Dennis. Robert Egizio, the non-late fee, but definitely the island fund. Read that one off, but that's a good one. So there's your first article. Let's go. Let's go down a deep dive. Let me do a copy paste. I'm going to show you something no other channel has again. Now, you know how some of these channels, like, they have their own little mastermind group? Wow, these people are so fucking stupid. That's so embarrassing. All right, all right. So I already put this out to my Crypto Hulk $499 a month group, the Crypto Hulk Elite. I already informed them, so I gave them a heads up. So now I'm going to inform you guys. If you're not an accredited investor, this information probably won't help you. If you're rich, you're watching this channel, and you have access to foreign stock markets and stuff, this will help you. And if you even can't, if you buy Stellar and you have an ability to find an exchange to get Stellar, this will help you. Okay. Now, what I'm going to show you, no other channel has. This is a Crypto Hulk exclusive, members only. The country of Lithuania. They just licensed a crypto bank. The name of the bank is MELD, M-E-L-D. And it's going to offer tokenized real-world assets to retail investors. That's people like you and me, ladies and gentlemen. MELD, which is in the partnership with the Layer 1 blockchain of the same name, MELD blockchain, MELD bank. Guess what? It's Stellar. And I'm also going to tell you, I think there's Ripple involved as well. But you're hearing it here first, folks. They have an agreement for a DeFi swarm market. Swarm is key word. Here's the Ripple tie-in right here, which started a real world asset platform in December. I went over this already on my show. No other channel has. MELD plans to offer lending and borrowing against real world assets in partnership with DeFi platform Swarm. Swarm, which is licensed with the financial German regulator. We're going to go over Germany here in a minute. Remember now, when Ripple's first partner was Fedora Bank in Germany. It was like a neo bank. It was a startup bank, much the same that MELD is. MELD is a startup bank working with Swarm, which I claim is a Ripple partner in Germany, which is where Ripple got its start. Ripple got its start in Germany. None of the other channels know this because, well, they're not special like you. Swarm, which is licensed with the financial German regulator, set up a real-world asset trading platform in December, about 4 months ago. MELD has a virtual asset VASP license in Lithuania. Well, that's interesting. I don't think America even has those. We have to fight against Gary Gensler because he's calling everything a security. Gary Gensler needs to go to jail for 2 reasons. One, he helped fund the fake Russian story about Trump working with the Russians. That was fake. Gary gave the money to provide for that. And now Gary is fucking with the country. Gary needs to go to jail for treason. and civil rights violations. United States Code 18, Section 242, hashtag lock Gary Gensler up. Um, Swarm, which is a licensed, it says here, Swarm, which is licensed in Germany by financial regulator BaFin, started a permissionless real world asset trading forum platform last December. Meld is using Swarm's platform as a means of offering on chain lending and borrowing. The partnership with Meld, I'm scooting down a couple paragraphs. The partnership with Meld could see a large retail, so retail's you and me. Meld could see a large retail user base access tokenized real world assets through a licensed banking service. Tokenized real world assets refers to the trading of traditional asset classes such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. Now, let's look at something here. Here's why I think Ripple's involved. I've done this story about 8 months ago. If you watch Crypto Hulk, 8 months ago, I was talking about Swarm. Well, Big Royce comes in. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, this is something very, very interesting. How these people do this stuff. I'll tell you what, though, they're trying to send you a message by doing these kinds of things. It's pretty clear this channel has information no other channel has, and it's all no nonsense, no sponsors on the channel, not promoting some company that gives me money every month like everybody else. That's the beauty of my channel. I can find things for you to invest in that no other channel knows about, okay? All right. So here's this article here. Let's back it up to like from the very first 1 second mark. Let's go to the 1 second mark. We're going to watch this video for a little bit. Let's go now. So we're talking about RippleNet. And this was last year around March, okay? I went to Wayback Machine and I just showed you the timestamp there. So it scrolls down to the bottom and it shows RippleNet partners B Tech, BEE, then Tech, TECH. Ripple partnered with B Tech. Okay, now let's let this go a little bit. Now, if you let it go to the 20-second mark, you'll see pictures of bees. Okay, and it's just like B Tech, and it's called Ledger Swarm. If you go to the 26-second mark, you'll see something called Ledger Swarm. That's what I believe Ripple's working with. So Ripple parts up. Ripple joins with a company called B Tech, BEE, and then Tech. So you've got Ripple joins a BTech joins Ripple, and then after about 4 months, this thing called Ledger Swarm pops up. All of a sudden, I just thought that was interesting, and that's why in this article it talks. So when we go back to the article, Lithuania has a new platform, and they're working with Swarm markets. That's what led me to believe this has to do with Ripple. Now, because Swarm and stuff, that's out of Germany. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you this right here. We're on a roll right here. This is all about Germany. This is a video you should watch, all of it. But go to the 29-second mark. 29-second mark. What do you see? At the 29-second mark, you're seeing Fedor. It's about Fedor Bank, 2014. 10 years ago, Ripple partner. German bank. It's a German startup bank. They call it a neobank. Fedor Bank. That was Ripple's first partner. Isn't that interesting? What's even more interesting, why is no other channel telling you this? All these other people, right? So smart. Oh, we're going to go to Ripple Las Vegas and shake our booties. But we don't know anything about Ripple. We don't know anything about Ripple Singapore, Ripple China, Ripple Russia. We can go on and on. They can't tell you shit. But they can sure promote the fuck out of stuff, can't they? Yes, they can, Crypto Hulk. Okay. I just wanted to show you, so that Germany connection is right there. So now we keep going down the Lithuania rabbit hole, because that's what Crypto Hulk does for you guys, is I deep dive and find you all the cool shit no other channel knows. Because they won't put in work for you. They'll just read off sponsors and shit and collect a nice fat paycheck every month. Michael Montclair, all the gold tokenized on the XRP ledger. Heard a rumor, it all will be. So we go back up to this article. It's called Meld. Now, Meld is the bank and the platform that Lithuania is going to use. And oh, look here, they talk about Cardano, Avalanche, Ethereum, and Meld. So the normal person would say, oh, it looks like they're running on Cardano, Avalanche, and Ethereum. Well, they have a partner called Chainport. Let's look up Chainport, shall we? And oh my gosh, Crypto Hulk, wouldn't you know it? They said no word about Stellar, but all they did is talk about Cardano. They talked about Cardano, Avalanche, and Ethereum, but they never ever mentioned Stellar. Naughty, naughty. And what did Crypto Hulk find about Chainport? Well, Chainport enables USDC support base via CCTP. CCTP is a permissionless on-chain utility developed by Circle. Well, isn't this something, Crypto Hulk? You found Stellar made a platform. It's called CCTP. So, Stellar, let me get this right. CCTP is a permissionless on-chain utility developed by Circle. And Circle deals with USDC. Well, Crypto Hulk, where does Stellar come into this? Well, let me show you there, little Jimmy. And looky right there. This is from the circle.com. Experience the power of USDC on Stellar. Oh, damn, Crypto Hulk. You actually did the deep dive. You actually found a new use case for Stellar that nobody else on the internet found. Let me pat you on the back, Crypto Hulk. Okay. Good job there, buddy. So what did we just discover? That real world assets are taken and put into a tokenized form, put on a blockchain called MELD, MELD, and sold by a crypto bank called MELD. Now they're using a DeFi platform called Swarm, which I believe is Ledger Swarm and BTech being a Ripple partner, and it comes out of Germany, which is Fedora Bank, which is Ripple's first partnership. But Fedora has nothing to do with this, but I'm just saying there's the German connection. But then later we learned that MELD is supposedly using Cardano. I'll tell you what, I think at first they were, keyword word, WERE. That equals past tense. They were using Cardano in the beginning, but guess what? Stellar came out with smart contracts, which are smarter than Cardano. Oh, Crypto Hulk, you just kicked them in the nuts. Then they got Avalanche here. We know Ethereum has smart contracts, but Ethereum is so old, it's like an 80-year-old hooker. So now we know it has to go back. Hey, look, do you think Vitalik Buterin, who invented Ethereum, that dude, Jed McCaleb, started Stellar. Jed's the fucking genius of all the cryptos in the universe. Jed is the genius of the universe. Vitalik Buterin's a crackhead. It's laughable. It's absolutely laughable. Jed invents Ripple, XRP as we know it. Jed invents this stuff, or if it was invented by some other people, Jed fixed it and made it work. That's kind of like what I believe, but let's just go with it. Jed invented it all. So we go from seeing that, then we see something called Chainport. And then Chainport, we find out, was made by Circle, that's running on Stellar. And then, oh man, Crypto Hulk. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. Nothing at all. Do not buy anything I tell you to do, okay? This show's complete lie. Everything I say is bullshit. You got it? All right. Now, go out and get Stellar right meow, okay? It's very important you do that. All righty then. There's your little deep dive. Vitalik is a couch surfing thief. You got that right. I wonder why he doesn't eat. Like, you look at the guy, he's got big old eyes, kind of like Beavis and Butthead looking motherfucker, right? Why doesn't he eat? I don't understand people that are just skin and bones like that. Don't you like to eat? Eating's like the best thing on the planet besides drinking. Vitalik looks anorexic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like MC Prosperity. What the hell is with these people? Vitalik, just eat. There's nothing wrong with food. It's okay. You can eat food. Just go organic if you want. That's cool. Eat clean, you know. But my God, get some nutrition in you. Because you look like you're 80 years old and you're probably like 30 or something. Wow. But Hulk, I've been buying Stellar for 4 years. What to do? What to do? No shame. I have only 50 Stellar. Look, again, I showed you information no other channel has. So if you're an investor, you know, I would probably invest in any of those companies, whether it's Meld. If you could somehow invest in the Lithuanian bank, because remember, they got first mover advantage. Okay. So for those of you that might be able to buy in other countries, I'd see if Meld, that bank, you can invest in that. I'd look at Swarm Markets, SWARM, or even something called Swarm Ledger. That would be something that you should be investing in. BTech, BEE, and then Tech, TECH. It's one word, capital B and then a capital T. I'd look into BTech. That would be something that would be worth your time. I would not invest in Cardano, Avalanche, or Ethereum. You notice what's funny is that these people are so fucking stupid. Look, when I'm looking for news for you guys, I'm gonna find it. Okay, no one's gonna fucking rip us off as long as I'm breathing. Okay, I'm still breathing. Last time I checked. So here's what they do. These low IQ knuckle dragger, heavy mouth breather. That's heavy mouth breathing. They're gonna throw in an article or a web page dumb shit crypto. Okay, like Cardano, Avalanche, Ethereum. But they won't mention that all three of those are going to run on the Ethereum network. Oh, got it. They just happen to leave that one out, right? Oh my God. These people are so fucking easy to figure out. I told you, they are not smart. Shadow 13. Every time I get gas or groceries, I get 2% back on the purchase in XLM. I don't know how the hell you do that. Coinbase has a check card. Okay, says Cheddar. Coinbase's check card, and you get money back in XLM. XDC is so bloody cheap, by Jove. Hunchback of Notre Dame, heavy breather knuckle tracker. Oh my God. Oh my God, some of the shit's too much. All right. Hold on there. Let me All right. Last article. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 support pages for it. So this will take us about to the end of the show. And that's the show. Let's do a copy paste. Next, we're going to India, folks. Hop on the plane. Let's see here. Coinbase. Nala. It's called Nala, Nala. And it's out of Africa, not India, I'm sorry. Africa, the continent of Africa. Nala is the name. If you're able to invest in the foreign countries and companies and stuff, Nala is one that you want to invest in, okay? You're going to make a ton of money on this. Nala is set to offer remittance services. It's building a business-to-business payment platform. Okay. It says this is to guarantee reliability to making payments in and out of Africa. Right here, payments company Nala is pivoted to offer remittance service in 2021. Now, this article is dated 2024. Payments company Nala pivoted to offer remittance services in 2021, tapping the growing money transfer market in Africa. Nala was founded by a guy named Benjamin Fernandez. Okay. They're talking about Tanzanian fintech. Over the last 2 years, the Tanzanian fintech, through its consumer fintech application, has enabled users in the diaspora, including United Kingdom, EU, and the US, to send money to their loved ones to a lot of different banks. I'm going to skip this. They talk about M-Pesa, which, well, I was going to go over that the other day, but I decided not to. Now, they have a platform called Rafiki, R-A-F-I-K-I, a business-to-business platform dubbed Rafiki, Fernandez said, is their solution to stem payout incidences, minimize user charges, and ensure reliability. Okay. Now, you've heard this little company called Nala. You've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. They call their platform Rafiki. No one's ever heard of this. Okay. That's the time when you want to invest in a company like Nala, when no one knows what the fuck it is. Okay. That's what I'm telling you. Now, not just that, it's the deep connections that Nala has that nobody knows. Okay. This is where, if you're a credit investor, institutional investor, this is something that you would definitely want to get into. We built the Rafiki infrastructure not by choice, but by the nature of the market. When we started, we were experiencing 15% failure rates from partners as we tried to scale. Nala probably joined up with who knows, Ethereum, and the shit didn't work. And they tried different tech companies and they wasn't working. Okay. Now we want to find out, well, Crypto Hulk, who did they join with? Now you're thinking, right? Okay, we're making our way there. Nala is powers its consumer fintech app, the cross-border payments platform that Nala has. Cross-border payments. Gee, Crypto Hulk, I think I might know what crypto company you're talking about. I'll just wait a second there, Pilgrim. I'll show you here. Nala also plans to venture into the payments processing for business. Oh, really? And they want to provide global businesses with Africa and the rest of the world. Gee, what crypto company is linking up Africa and the rest of the world for cross-border payments? Oh, gee, Ethereum? No, it said that one. Polkadot? No, not that one. Pepe, definitely Pepe and Shiba Inu. Got it. Okay. As we go through this, we notice, according to the World Bank, the amount of remittances, so they talk about Africa, the World Bank does. Now, that's very interesting because I got an article here where the World Bank actually calls Ripple a stable coin, the XRP. Oh my God. What do we got here? This article's dated, last month, about a month ago. What's the title of the article, Crypto Hulk? Ripple's XRP gains stablecoin status from the World Bank. Oh my God. Yep. You know, I'm not one to brag, but that's actually very cool, Crypto Hulk. Now, if you scroll down the article, we're almost done with this article. It starts off, Nala is back. So there's 3 companies that back it. Axel, Amplo, and Bessemer Partners. But we look down below, it talks about Flutterwave. That's like very important right there. But they also talk about Onafric, ONAFRIQ. Now we start digging deeper with Onafric. Now the article discusses, we got Visa in here, I think. Maybe it's in the next article. But they talk about Onafric. We're not going to forget about that one. Let's go to the next article here. It deals with the same subject. I want you to see this. Okay. This article is from about a year and a half ago. Here's the title. Ripple orchestrates remittances into Africa from 19 European nations. Okay. So what we got here is we got Europe, 19 countries, and Ripple opened a corridor to Africa. And it's going through the Tanzanian financial tech company called Nala. Oh, wow, Crypto Hawk, that's fucking amazing. Imagine now, 19 European countries are using Nala to bring cross-border into Africa because of Ripple. Ripple has a partner called Modular, MODURL. Modular, and Modular is using Nala. And what is Nala doing again? Bringing 19 European countries to trade with into Africa. The Post has shared that Nala is an agent of Ripple and a partner of Modular, which is a Ripple partner. There you go. And they talk about MS Africa, TravelX Bank. All these companies are all now growing. These are all Ripple companies. Now, we talked about Onafric. This is important as well. Onafric is massive, and it's a payments company that Ripple is a partner of to open up the continent of Africa. Let's look at this here. It's about 4 months old. This news is about 4 months old. Here's the title. Ripple partners with Onafric to power digital asset-enabled cross-border payments between Africa and the rest of the world. This is massive right here. The company's called Onafric. It was previously called MFS Africa. So they switched names. You got Australia involved in this, United Kingdom involved in this, Ripple. You've got PayAngel, PYYPL, and Zazi Transfer out of Australia, PYYPL out of GCC, and PayAngel out of the United Kingdom. This is important because Onafric has 500 million customers that have mobile wallets. Are you hearing that one? That's 1.5 times the size of the United States. Unifric has 500 million mobile wallets across 40 countries in Africa, 1,300 payment corridors across the continent of Africa. Pretty amazing. Now, here's the Tanzania. Like we just read about Nala. Nala is a software company coming out of Tanzania that worked with Ripple to open up 19 countries in Europe to allow trade in Africa. Tanzania is a Ripple partner through Onifric. So is South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Uganda, Nigeria, Senegal, and I can keep reading. Egypt, okay. All of these. So then that takes us back to Nala. Nala is a small little company, and they're going to be a massive company pretty soon because I just showed you who they're linked up with, the connections that they have. Go to Ripple and Onifric and pretty much the whole world. So this little tiny company, if you're able to somehow get into Nala, get some pre-stock or whatever. I don't know if they have anything available. It might be too small for that, but that's a company you need to put on your radar. Nala, Nala, out of Tanzania. It's a fintech company. Do not sleep on this one if you're able to get out of the United States and into another stock market. That's what you want to get, that one. That's a gold mine. It's even better if it's not on any kind of private shares or nothing right now. That's you focus on that every week. You do a search or something, you put an alert up and you see if what Nala is doing, because that's the company. That's how you get these companies that are nothing, and then all of a sudden they list private ownership, and then bam, you get rich off that, okay? I think that'll be all. Digital dildos come here to learn because they don't know how to research. Yeah, I figured that. Because I'll tell you what, sometimes I'll say certain things on my show, and I'll hear it on their show. I don't listen to them every day, but I'll hear something on their show. Like if I said something earlier in the day or in the past 12 hours, I'll hear it on their show. Like they'll say a certain, I don't want to say what, and I'll be like, well, I just said that. And it wasn't about news. It's about something not news related. And I'll be like, no, that's interesting. Because I was using that phrase. Sometimes they'll copy phrases that I use. I'm like, I just said that like 4 hours ago. Interesting. Michael Montclair. Okay. And that's for show. See, Freedom Rings is copying my material. All right. You're not going to believe. I got another show that I have not put together yet. I'm going to be the first one to let you know, and that's for show. What's the next show is going to be? I think it'll be an open show. Jolyn Parks, that was good info, Hulk. Thank you. Thieving bitches. Dennis H says thieving bitches. Now let me see what I'm gonna send. Oh man. Oh, on my next show, I'm gonna probably keep it open. I've got groundbreaking news. Well, okay. It's kind of like a little insider news. Somebody sent me. I got to study it, study the white paper. Let's say Ripple, and I don't really want to say Ripple, but on my next show, I've got a Ripple company, unnamed, a Ripple company in a way. In a way, it's super, super, super related to Ripple. It's a brand new company that just came out. Oh. And it does, I don't want to say what, but they got a white paper. It's 18 pages. I got to read it. And you're going to love my next show. It's going to be in the PM. I'm thinking maybe 6 p.m. No, 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 no. I might do this one at 6:45 p.m. Eastern, 3:45 p.m. Pacific. So this one I don't want to say too much about. It's a deep dive. It's secret, private information. It's not going to be secret for long. It's about a new company that is Ripple that they deal with custody and but it's not Ripple. I want to make sure that's clear. There's nothing to do with Ripple or any. But they're using Ripple technology. Let's put it like that. And it's fascinating. I'm going to go over this. Somebody sent it to me, so I got to study it, make sure I get it. And it's going to take me about 2 hours. Oh, Nala is an African company registered in Wales, England. Michael Montclair. Excellent information. If you're in England and you're able to find Nala private equity, if they even have it, get it. I don't care if it's like $1. That's even better. It's even more brilliant. Nala is going to explode in the future. I don't know. I know a year from now, 6 months from now, Nala is going to be massive compared to what it is now. Okay, because Nala's got the connections. I just know. Okay, so if you're able to get Nala, get that shit. My next show, CEO is a Stanford MBA. Okay, right there. Okay, look, let me tell you something. I got to keep this a little on the DL. Don't tell nobody. When I was doing deep diving in my channel, a couple of years back, my channel got shut down. Okay, because I talked about something I'm not going to repeat right here. But in the course of what I was studying, the origins of Ripple, Stanford. So when I see that Nala has a CEO from Stanford, this letter agency company, okay, they are all working at that college. Don't want to mention its name again. So that's why I'm telling you, like, my head and my gut is telling me this Nala thing, it's deep, okay? It's like a gateway. Look, sometimes a country, I'm not going to get into just, it's Ripple related. So I got to work on this cool show I've got in about at 3:45 p.m. Pacific, which is about 8 hours from now, roughly 7 hours from now. I'm going to have a great show lined up. And Pi Network is the same thing. Stanford. See what I'm saying? Crypto Hulk, I got you covered. I told you about 2 years ago, I got my channel shut down. So that's why I tell you, I can't mention certain things anymore because I don't want to lose a second channel. I can deep dive shit, but there's a penalty, and that penalty is losing a channel. So sometimes I'm not going to deep dive shit. I already told you, I'm not going to touch that one because then I'm going to lose my channel. I can figure out whatever. It's just the price tag gets a little high. But one thing I will say is, yeah, the Stanford thing, that's a headquarters for Ripple. The three-letter agencies have an office in that college, and they make up the company we call today, that's Ripple. My name's Crypto Hulk. Got a great show coming up in about 6-7 hours, 8 hours from now. Check it out.